There are concerns about the pattern of development in Anguilla. Expatriates tend to occupy the more valuable coastal lands while locals remain in the interior. Is there reason for concern, or is simply the result of real estate market forces? You have 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam Moderator. That is such an important question. And I want to say that I believe this is one of the primary motivating factors for me to stand in this election. I believe that Anguilla, the kind of development that we've experienced under the United Front administration, has been a development that has been focused on depriving the Anguilla people of a substantive part of our identity, our land-owning character. And I want to tell you that I have seen with sadness the coastal areas, including in District 1, particularly close to where I live, be passed into expatriate ownership. And I feel very saddened by that. I feel that we need, in the new economic direction, to make sure that there's a focus on opportunities for Anguilla to retain their lands, to retain the source of pride for their children going forward. And absolutely we need to revisit the alien and holding policies that this government has been following. I want to tell you that these policies were crafted in the 1980s by leaders who were very concerned about the social impact expatriation, alienation of our lands would effect. And in fact, the policy and the practices diverge substantially. And my main focus is to ensure that our practices in government align with the policies of those leaders who saw that land holding was important to the development and the future security of our children. Thank you very much.
Mr. Hodge, you have 1 minute to comment or to rebut.
I served on a committee in the mid-1980s to develop our alien land holding license policies. And I recall that one of the policies was that we would not alienate more than about 10% of our land, and that it shouldn't be focused in just the coastal areas. However, it's a complex issue because the question could arise as to whether a government could constitutionally prevent you from selling your land. Supposing that you had a financial need, major operation for $100,000 and the only buyer for your land was a foreigner, what happens then? But from a social standpoint and from our love for Anguilla, we do not want to see all of this coastal land to continue to be alienated. We don't want to be ringed in by foreigners. However, we must also bear in mind that there was a reason why Anguillians wouldn't build on the coast. And we'll find out more about that as the decades roll on. Anguillians traditionally avoided building on the coastline, and the foreigners want to build there. Maybe they're making a big mistake.
Thank you, Mr. Hodge.
I don't support the continued alienation of our coastline.
Thank you. Mr. Harrigan, you have 1 minute to comment.
I believe that my involvement political in this race is a clear indication that whatever I do, I recognize that the past administrations have all neglected to secure the land for its people. And an administration of which I will be a part. And an administration that I hope to work with others and there with me would be a modular exercise to protect the people's property. It would be a situation where the people would have opportunity. And opportunity must not only start from the introduction of jobs, but must also be envisaged in the right for employment for each person who is able and willing to work.
Thank you.